Manufacturing Committee to Unleash Prosperity co-founder Steve Moore. Steve, good to see you. Obviously, you're an economy guy, but you talk about the economy, you talk about energy. Again, it's impressive that LNG is down at these, historic lows. But again, you have a group in Kamala Harris and Tim Walz that they're at war with American energy, and they're angry that those prices are so low. They want to see them actually go higher.
Yeah, the point of my piece, Sean, this week was exactly that the fuel of the future is really looking like it's natural gas. Yeah. We have an incredible abundance of natural gas in America. We have like 500 years worth of it. When they're doing the drilling for oil and gas, they get a tremendous amount of natural gas. It's also one of the most reliable sources of energy. It's cheap, and it's made in America, and it's clean burning. So I've never understood, Sean, why the left is against a clean burning fuel. I thought they wanted a clean environment, and yet they hate natural gas. They hate all of the fossil fuels. Both Walz and Kamala Harris have basically endorsed, the net zero policy, which says no fossil fuels whatsoever. Bottom line here is they bet on the wrong horse. I'm betting big time that the future is going to be natural gas because we have so much of it and it's so reliable.
Steve, if you read through their policies, it is frightening, and I don't think you can overstate how devastating a complete ban. Excuse me. They outlaw all fossil fuels in 25 years, essentially. Both of them back that. You cannot overstate how devastating that would be to every single American family, the American economy, and our position on the world stage. It is a danger to us financially, but a danger to us literally.
Yeah, so we get maybe 10% of our energy from wind and solar power, and you can use sun power in places like Phoenix, Arizona, and you can use wind power in the plains of Texas. But let's face it. I mean, every rational person knows you're not going to replace today. Sean and Dagan, we get. Are you ready for this? 83% of our energy still comes from old-fashioned fossil fuels, and about another 10% of it comes from nuclear power. They're against nuclear power, too. And it's amazing to me that they're only in favor of the energy sources that don't work. If the ones that do work and are reliable, they're against.
You can't have those, Steve. You can't have energy sources that work, and we can't have farmers that grow food. Again, weird and crazy policies from the left. Let's move on to this now. The exodus from major cities run by Democrats, that continues. In a 3-month period, according to a new report, New York City, Boston, San Francisco, LA, Seattle, and Portland all saw massive population declines.
Instead, Americans packing up and moving to places friendlier to their wallets, like Columbus, Ohio, Jacksonville, Florida, and San Antonio, Texas. Is there anything that is going to stop this migration? And it is less, you're seeing it happen to people moving to less expensive places, like places in Ohio, which I can now attest to.
So this trend has been going on for about 25 or 30 years. It's accelerating now, and it's a sad story, actually. It's what progressives do when they take over a city or a state. They destroy it. They contaminate everything they touch because they don't fight crime. They have terrible schools. They raise taxes. They make it unlivable, and people move out. And the thing that's amazing is, even my liberal friends are moving out of these places because they just can't take it anymore. And why is this important in terms of the national story that you guys have been talking about? Because what Kamala Harris wants to do is turn America into San Francisco. I don't want that. I don't want to see that.
But Steve, that's the point, isn't it? So again, we see more business favorable states get more people. If you're anti-business, you see people leave. That happens around the world as well. You'll see companies leave America and go to climates that have better workforces and better tax policy. And again, it affects the country as a whole. So this is just a microcosm of what happens globally with businesses and jobs.
Yeah, exactly right. One of the fastest growing countries in the world is Ireland. And Ireland, Sean, believe it or not, has the lowest corporate tax rate. Do you think those two things might be related? I do. In fact, a lot of American companies moved out of there. And, you know, when we pass, people don't understand. The reason we cut the corporate tax rate back in 2017, and Larry Kudlow and I and others really advised Trump to do this, was we wanted to make America competitive. We had the highest tax rate in the world, and companies were leaving. And Kamala Harris wants to put us back up at the highest tax rate in the world. That's not going to work. That's not going to create jobs, and it's not going to save our industries.
Taxing unrealized capital gains for wealthy people, it would destroy all innovation in the United States. That is an existential threat, and that's what they also back. Steve Moore, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, guys.